Welcome back, everybody, to the XBA. We got year number 2 finale here for you guys tonight. In this one, we are going to decide who makes it to year number 2's XBA playoffs. And what a matchup we have here to lead us off here. 34-34 Columbus against 33-35 Tampa Bay. Both these two teams are right next to each other in the Eastern Conference standings, right where we left off. 2 games left to play for mostly every team in the XBA. Fortunately for Columbus and Tampa Bay, they have to play each other. And again, Tampa Bay is actually 1 game behind Columbus. So here's the deal. Tampa Bay wins. They obviously need some help. Columbus in the same deal. They need to win against Tampa Bay in order to get some help as well to shoot for that 7th or 8th seed in the playoffs. They're going to need Baltimore and Boston to end up losing some games too. But not looking too good here so far for Columbus, as Tampa Bay finds themselves up by 6-0 early. Here's Zion Williamson with a rebound. He's just going to take it out himself and dump it off to RJ Barrett. Down low here to Zion Williamson, and it looks like he's on Kyrie, which is a good matchup there, but he's going to end up missing the shot. And Zion is a little bit cold here. RJ Barrett, though, gets the rebound here and kicking it out to Derek White for 3. And finally, Columbus is on the board. 6-5. Clarkson fires up a 3-ball. That's going to land for 9 points up there on the scoreboard for Tampa Bay. They are now up by 8 points with this shot from Will Barton. Gets that too. 48-44. Tampa Bay is up by 4 points here nearing the end of the second quarter, and Zion driving down low. He's going to pick up the foul and pick up both free throws. Kendrick Nunn is going to push this back up the court. Dotson pass to Barrett, and nice move down low for Barrett to tie this game up and get to the line. He will hit the free throw. So Columbus finally takes the lead, their first one of the night. Serge Ibaka for 2 after his slam dunk. And nearing the end of the second quarter, RJ Barrett somehow gets this thing off for 2. 53-52. Irving fires up a half-court shot. That's going to be no good, and Columbus takes a 1-point lead into the second half. They're hitting 45% from the field and 49% for the Sting. All things are favoring the Sting at this point, despite the scoreboard. 73-70 after Harrell is going to get down low and get that in. Dotson for 2 more. Still relatively close. Still 3-point lead. Jump a little bit forward here. 85-81. Kyrie going to get 2 and to the line. We have now a tie game. Clarkson getting a little bit of a double team here. And Irving down low against White. And he is going to make that look easy. 88-86. Start of the fourth quarter. About 6:53 left to go here. Let's see what they draw up. We got RJ Barrett down low. Good pass from Derek White. We got a tie game yet again. Clarkson down low up against Zion. And then there is Dwight Howard, the big man, for the slam dunk. Tampa Bay actually up 93-92. Missed shot. Columbus has an opportunity to retake the lead here. And whoa! Oh, he took the 3. Harrell somehow with the rebound, and then they let him go. They let him go down low. Weird set of play call there for Columbus. Why would you just let Harrell? You had the double team on him. They just disappeared. So Tampa Bay has the lead here, guys, 97-96. And here comes Clarkson, pass to Kyrie in the corner for 3. Drills it. They're up to 100 now with a 4-point lead, and then down low is Kuzma for a slam dunk, up by 6, and Columbus is seeing it slip away from them, guys. We are now under a minute left in this pivotal game in the Eastern Conference. Here's Ibaka on Harrell, works himself down low for 2 more, make it an 8-point game here with 51.2 seconds left to go, guys. An uphill battle for Columbus. RJ Barrett for 2 is going to rim out. And guys, that's going to do it. Tampa Bay gets the W over Columbus in a much-needed win. Again, they're not out of it. Columbus is not technically out of it. They're just going to need a ton of help in front of them. And I just don't think that they're going to get it. I don't think that they're going to get that help. I think that they're pretty much eliminated. Mathematically, they're not. Mathematically, they're not eliminated, but, I mean, if you're playing the odds, it's not looking too good. But Tampa Bay, they're still not in it quite yet. They're going to still need some help despite the win. but they did set themselves up in a position where they can actually feel hopeful about their chances. Let's get into this matchup here. We got Vancouver and Kentucky. Kentucky is actually in 4th place in the Eastern Conference right now, so they're pretty much safe. But again, no lead is ever safe in the XBA, not especially when you get this deep into the season. So they're definitely going to want to try to get a W here on the road against Vancouver. Now, Vancouver's situation is that they are just outside the playoff mix. So again, just if they can get a W, they're giving themselves and their fans some hope as they go into this final 2 games of the season. Again, they're probably going to need some help as the Western Conference is still jam-packed, especially down low. So yeah, they're gonna need some help here, even if they can get a W. But unfortunately for Vancouver, Kentucky hits a last-second end of the quarter shot, and then Raheem Savage is starting to heat up a little bit. Yeah, he's a good player for him, really good player for him. 48-38, Kentucky's up, and this is my dark horse. This is my dark horse in the playoffs. Again, Kentucky seems like they have it locked up. They're going to get that spot in the East. I think they might be a team to be reckoned with, guys, because they got Raheem Savage feeling it. They got Anthony Davis feeling it. I mean, look at this down low. It's just too easy. It's just too easy. Such a big body, plays good defense, offensive weapon when you can be slamming alley-oops like that, playing good defense, although Dame Lillard is going to score here. Brandon Ingram fires up a 3-ball here at the end of the half, and it's 62-49. And Willie Cauley-Stein is walking off thinking like, oh, crap. Yeah, they're hitting 51% from the field. They got 30 rebounds. They've almost doubled them up. Dame Dillard gonna hit this 2-ball. Nice to see him get the stroke down. Anthony Davis with a huge dunk. They got an 11-point lead, 88-77. Biombo for 2. Gonna drill it. Okay, all right, so they're coming back a little bit. They're down 9. Here's Bridges for 3. Okay, Vancouver. I see you, Vancouver. I see it. Now, what is Kentucky going to do? Well, their rookie, Raheem Savage. He's just a beast. He's a beast at the 3 line, man. Anthony Davis down low for 2 more. 97-86. Dame with the step back. 2. Miss. And a personal foul here on Biombo. Ugh, just kind of sloppy play here for Vancouver. Kentucky with the slam dunk. Dame Lillard trying to do his best here for 2. Still an 11-point lead. Raheem Savage missed, but Anthony Davis with the pump fake and the wow. Dude, he can't stop him. You can't stop him. He should be, in my opinion, the MVP of the league. Like, he's playing that well. Like, look at this alley-oop. Again, down low, especially against Willie Cauley-Stein. That was the matchup here tonight. And Vancouver kind of in that same situation as Columbus, guys. They're going to need some major help in order to get in with 1 game left if they can somehow find a way to get a W. But Kentucky gets the W, guys, and they're solidifying themselves as a team to be reckoned with in the Eastern Conference. You see Raheem Savage there with 18, was their 2nd most leading scorer, with Anthony Davis just balling out yet again. Matchup here, Miami and Baltimore. This is a very interesting matchup because Baltimore right now is actually in 7th place at 34-34. Miami, on the other hand, also 34-34. However, the tiebreakers work, Miami is currently out of the playoffs. They're tied with Baltimore and Boston. So they have to get a W here over Baltimore. They have to do it. And if they want to make the playoffs, they have to get a W here and potentially a W in the last game of the season. So we'll see how this thing shakes out. But so far, it's looking pretty good. Miami's going to hit a 2 at the very end of the first quarter from Dirk Nowitzki, and they're currently up 49-43 in this little highlight reel here right before the second quarter is coming to an end. Klay Thompson is going to fire up a 3-ball to make it a 5-point game. And here come the Night Owls. Here comes Ricky Rubio down low here on Derrick Rose. He's going to miss, but get his own rebound. Back up. No good. Horford with the rebound. Here comes Rose with 12 seconds to go. Pass to Klay Thompson. Little shimmy shake here. He's going to fire up a 3-ball, and this is going to go splash. Nice shot there, Klay. Nice shot. Going to pull Baltimore within 2 points. And here's Kozlov. Artyom Kozlov. Can he hit a 3? Well, At least one rookie is coming through, like the middle round guys, right? Damian Dillard. He's coming through. Artyom Kozlov he's starting to pick it up a little bit too, but it's kind of nice to see him like take some shots that normally that we hadn't seen him take in the pro level, right? Fortunately, he missed it, but hey, it's pretty good. Shows some aggressiveness. Shows some development. 65-63. Waiters down low for Nowitzki. Horford coming in hot to defend this. Not gonna be able to. Jason Tatum missed, but Dirk Nowitzki is going nuts right now. 97-95. Vucevic got to play better defense, man. Klay Thompson gonna roll in there for 2. Nowitzki with the classic Dirk move, and he's gonna miss. Uh-oh. This isn't good. Here's Karis LeVert. Pass down low to Rose for the layup. 99-97. Dirk is going to miss again. So is the old man getting tired? Possibly, but good defense by Tim Hardaway Jr. And here come the Night Owls. There's Jeremy Lin for 2. They tied it up. 99-99. Here is Wiseman. Pass to Horford. Bad defense by Jeremy Lin, but they got lucky. A missed shot here. Vucevic with the rebound. Lin pass to Nowitzki, and they take the lead with 35.6 seconds. I want to see the box score for Dirk, man. He's having himself one heck of a game here. Here's Derrick Rose off the screen. He's going to miss. 101-99, and they give it to the hottest player on the court, Dirk. They're going to foul him. They will have to inbound it here, so they actually foul Artyom Kozlov. So the rookie's got to come through with 2 free throws. He makes 1. He only makes 1. No timeouts here. Baltimore, you got to hit a 3. Oh, they rushed it. They rushed the shot, and Klay is going to miss. They had about 4 seconds left. 4 seconds left, guys. They could have easily kept trying to run a play and get somebody else open. And Miami's going to end up hitting 2 more free throws, and this game is over. So Miami, they take out Baltimore. Now they are a game up on Baltimore. So basically, they've almost shifted spots. They've almost switched spots in the Eastern Conference standings right now. You probably would see Boston, depending on what they did, move to 7th and Miami to 8th place. So I have to actually see what Boston did. So they actually beat the Chill. So they're 35-34. Which moves them up to 7th, and then Miami would move to 8th place. So pretty crazy what's going on here, guys, with 1 game left in the season. And then we can see that the Jump ended up beating the Bruisers here. They moved to 38-31. Houston 36-33. The Arrows get a nice W over the Stampede. That's going to help us out in the Western Conference as well. As you can see, there are your Western Conference playoff teams already settled. We got 6, 7, and 8 left to go here, guys, with 1 game left to go. And you can see just how pivotal that these games are going to be here in the coming games. We've already figured out the top 5 in the Eastern Conference, so we're basically, again, playing for 6, 7, and 8 seeds. Like we talked about, Miami, Boston, they switched spots here with Baltimore. Crazy stuff going on here, guys. Tampa Bay has to win. Boston needs to lose. The Fly guys as well. They're right in the mix of things, right? They're going to have to try to take down. Actually, no, they're not in the mix of things. They're pretty much done. You can't be 32-37 and have a shot. So really what we're watching for in this game is if California can take care of business here and beat a 32-37 LeBron James-led team. If they can do that, they might be battling here for 8th place in the Western Conference playoffs, right? So we'll see how this is all going to go down. It is currently 6-6, but don't expect Carolina to just fall flat on their face, guys. They're going to want to try to win this game, even though there's no tanking in the XBA. You know, they're going to still try to win this game, put the starters out there on the floor, get some experience, right? It's just 1 game, but it is a playoff caliber team here in the Western Conference in California. So they just want to ruin somebody's day, right? They want to ruin somebody's day. Currently, it's 13-11, and LeBron with the blow-by, and then the huge slam dunk by LeBron. Like, go figure. He's still playing hard, though. Even though they're eliminated, he's still playing his heart out here. Look at this dunk by Jones down low. Here's a 3-ball from Malachi Hendricks. He's going to hit. So California pulls within 2. 32-30. 4 minutes left to go here in the second quarter. Swinging around at James. DeAndre Jordan with that screen, and whoa, what a blow by. And the slam dunk again for LeBron. Like, again, he's showing no signs of letting up here in the last game of the season. Like, he's still going hard. He's still trying to teach some of these young guys on Carolina how to play the game the right way, right? Here is Achiuwa. Precious is going to hit that slam dunk. It's going to convert. It's going to be good. And California takes the lead, 39-38 in the half. So here's the question. If the Fly Guys were not keen on tanking, they'll play the starters in the second half, right? And it looks like they are. I see LeBron out there. I see Kennard. I see Cole Anthony. I see Carmelo here going down low hard on Justice Winslow. Okay. All right. Okay. So they're playing hard, guys. 79-79. And you got to wonder, like, what is California doing? They got to play a little bit better here on defense, and all things considered, they're not. LeBron James, again, fast break dunk, 86-83. Malachi with the floater, with the teardrop. Wow, that's a pretty nice little bucket there by Malachi. 87-88. They're down by 1 is Carolina, and then Cole Anthony here. Spot up 2, gonna hit. Tie ball game here. 2 minutes and 14 seconds, and LeBron James, dude, just goes in hard with the one-hand slam, and almost a turnover here. Goes right into Aaron Gordon's hands, and he's going to slam it home with the potential of getting an and one. He's going to miss this shot. So 1 minute and 40 seconds left. Luke Kennard is going to try to drive on Bogdanovic. Okay, that didn't happen for him. Okay, all right, Gallinari here working on Gordon. Let's see what he's got. Gonna put it up, miss. Tries to get his own rebound, but not gonna work. So California now has a shot to tie it up. Here's Kemba for 2. He got it. 95. Gotta stop James. Kennard with the shot. He's gonna miss. Hendricks, get that fast break going here, guys. California fans are on their feet. They know the team's got a chance to make the playoffs. Malachi gets the ball stripped. 34 seconds to go. Carolina is trying to ruin the Dragons' night. Here's LeBron James. He's looking for the ISO. He's looking for the setup here. Driving down low. He's going to get fouled. That's a good foul. You want to be physical there with LeBron. It's all right. Don't worry too much about it. You know, if he misses a free throw, you give yourself a chance. And they miss. All he needs 2. 1 second shot clock differential. Here's Malachi Hendricks working on Kennard. He gives it off to Bogdanovic. Now Kemba Walker, you want the ball in his hands here? He's going to take this shot. 7 seconds to go. No, he's not. He's going to pass it off to Bogdanovic. He fires down low. He got it down low. Bogdanovic working down low. He got the 2 to go. 97-96, 1.6 left to go. Is Carolina really going to do this? Are they going to troll the California Dragons fans, guys? Let's see what they call up here. They're going to fire. Oh, the steal! The ball was stolen away off the inbound pass, guys. And Pirtle's going to go to the line, and he's going to miss any, but it doesn't matter, guys. California knows how to party. Yeah, there you go. 98-96. A W. Guys, off the inbound, a steal off the inbound. The unlikely hero, Bogdanovic, to drive down low and somehow get that layup to fall. Unreal game. Congrats to the California Dragons. Of course, it's not over. It's definitely not over, guys, because there are teams in the Western Conference behind California who can easily, depending on some tiebreakers, of course, if they tie them in record, who knows what will happen? Who knows? So we'll just see how it all shakes out. But you got to look at it as a step-by-step basis, guys. A step-by-step. You got to get the W's when they're right in front of you. Let's get into this match here between Tampa Bay and LA. We talked about this game after the Columbus game that we just watched. Tampa Bay has business to take care of. They have to get this W over the Leopards. They have to. I mean, they're currently in 8th place. Actually, they're a little bit underneath 8th place. They're right below it. They need to get a win here. Hopefully get some help with a Boston loss or a Miami loss. maybe a 6th place loss with Montreal. That could happen too. But there's one game left, and this is it, guys. This is it. A 57-40 game here. It looks like, all things considered, they want it, and they're going hard after it. Let's see what the halftime score is here, guys. 59-40, a 19-point lead over a 38% shooting LA Leopards team, guys. And then a 3-ball here for Kyrie. This game looks like it's pretty much over, guys. Here is Doumbouya. Sekou Doumbouya, a Piston. 79-57, and there's a miss. Minute and 6 left in the third quarter, and a steal. Okay, so Stanislav Floka. Nice. Nice. Good to see a Floka highlight there, guys. Played good on defense down in Panathinaikos, out in the Euro League. And he's translating that over to the XBA. That's really nice to see. So, fourth quarter, 97-71. Now they've broken triple digits out on LA. And that is going to be your final score, guys. 107-75. And you will notice that Blake Griffin was not on the court again. We talked a little bit about it in the last episode, but you know why. You know why. He's hurt. That really hurt the Leopards' chances at making the playoffs or a push in the Western Conference. So, sucky thing for LA, but, you know, that's 2 years now that they didn't make the playoffs. So, unfortunately, they're going to be on the docket for a potential relocation. So, that's going to be pending on your guys' vote and your guys' decision, of course. Let's get into this matchup here. We got Detroit and Houston, and as we talked about, the Detroit Power, they're not in the playoff mix. So with one game left, even with 2 games left, they just weren't in the mix after that loss in the last episode that we saw with the XBA. So, you know, it sucks for Detroit fans because they're basically now on the docket for a potential relocation. I hope that the fans out there don't choose Detroit as the relocation team. Detroit is... We have a good fan base out here in Michigan for sports, guys. Our teams might not be good this year or the last couple years, but it is a good fan base. So please, please don't move us. Don't move us, Detroit fans, please. Let's get into the action. 50-35. So we know the situation for Houston, guys. They're currently in 7th place in the Western Conference, and a W here on the road would really just help them survive, because like we talked about, you know, anything can happen in that Western Conference. Anything can happen. A lot of teams, you know, shooting for that 6th, 7th, 8th seed. There's still a lot of movement here left to be had. So they were hitting 25%. Not a very good first half by any means. Second half, totally different. They got a fire lit underneath them, guys. 58-54. They've pulled it within 4 points here. Now here's Malik Monk, and he's trying to... Oh, nice move there. Good move. Good double moves there. So Malik Monk hits a 2, and there are your standings right there, guys. You know the situation. Houston knows the situation. 85-86. 3-ball with a minute 47 left to go is going to miss. Now here comes Monte Morris with the behind-the-back move, and then off the backboard, he gets the 2. They're up by 3. Now CJ McCollum off the backboard as well. Pulls it within 1. Detroit will end up getting it to 90. And this 3-ball by Iggy is good for 90-90. It's tied. DeMarcus Cousins, though, with the rebound. Got to play some good defense here, Houston. Got to get down there. And Bazemore is going to hit the 2. It's 92-90. Here's a 3-ball by McCollum. He got it! McCollum has been huge, guys, for Houston. In the last couple weeks of these episodes, he's been absolutely clutch. But guess what? Bradley Beal is going to hit a 2-ball to get him up by 1. 94-93. Last shot for Houston. You got to get it into McCollum's hand. He's been hot all year long. There's the step back for 3, the floater. It almost went in, but Houston is going to fall on the road to Detroit, who had nothing to gain in this game. Oh, man. So Houston is going to need some help in order to get into the playoffs, guys. They are not in a good spot. Oh, man. That sucks for Houston, guys. 94-93. I want to say it. I do. I want to say it. Can I say it, please? Can I please say it? Houston, we have a problem. We have a major, major problem. The Houston Lawmen have no more games left. They have nothing left. The Las Vegas Jacks are behind them. if the Jacks can get a W, they could make the playoffs with Apollo St. Patrick, with the rookie. So we'll have their game coming up here right after this one. It's San Diego and Boston, because we know the situation now for Boston. They are currently in 8th place with the Miami Night Owls in 7th. Right? So we know the situation for Boston. They have to get a W here, but it's going to be tough. It's going to be really tough against San Diego, who's one of the top teams in the Western Conference. So if anything, San Diego is pretty much just using this game as a tune-up because they know that they've guaranteed their playoff spot. They don't really have anything to worry about here. They're just really using this game, like I said, as a tune-up game for their playoff matchup, whoever that's going to be against. They don't know yet as the 3 seed. It's going to be, I think, 3 versus 6. 3 versus 6, so they don't know who that team is going to be. But right now, Boston is currently down by 3, 38-35, and they're hitting 33% with no blocks. No blocks. They've tied them in rebounds, tied them in assists. So everything is looking pretty even out here for Boston. It's a 40-37 game. Here's Westbrook for 3, going to drain that one. Extend the lead out here to 6. Moving a little forward here. Here's Draymond Green for 2, going to pull them within 2. Back to a 5-point lead for San Diego, and then a 3-ball from, I believe that was Joe Harris. I think it was Joe Harris. Nice shot there, buddy. 63-61. Here's a 2-ball. Good. 72-69. 3-ball. We got a tie game, guys. We have a tie game here in Boston and San Diego. Now, could this potentially be some random XBA finals? San Diego and Boston? That'd be really strange. That'd be really weird. Here's Andre Joyner, the rookie from Michigan, gonna fire up a 3-ball and drain it. Nice. He's got that ice water in his veins, guys. There's some pretty clutch shots here, important shots for Boston. They relied on the rookie to hit that one. So that's going to be your final score. So, hey, like we said, San Diego doesn't really have anything to gain from this game other than just tune up. So they kind of took it easy. They knew that they had 1 game left. But in a sense, that's kind of sucky for an Eastern Conference team that's chasing Boston, because Boston gets an easy W. It's really sucky. Really sucky. So San Diego basically kind of screwed whoever was chasing Boston. I don't know how I feel about that. Thanks a lot, San Diego, for not giving it your all. All right, let's get into this matchup here between St. Louis and Seattle. We know the situation for Seattle. They have clinched a playoff spot. However, the Arrows, they're in 6th place. So we need to get a W here again to stave off anyone else in that Western Conference that are trying to come after us and steal up a playoff appearance away from us, right? Mo Bamba working on Reggie Jackson, going to get an easy 2, and there's a 3-ball good. It's 42-40, and an alley-oop. No, a little dipsy-do. I don't know what you... I don't know what you call that, because it wasn't an alley-oop. It might have been, but it wasn't a dunk. I don't really know. All the basketball fans are going to be like, ooh, Goldie, you got to work up on your basketball terminology. Let's go to halftime, guys, with the Arrows losing 50-44, 50% from the field for Seattle. This is something that you kind of figured since they do have those big bodies. Brian Street had talked about it at length in the one game that we did watch between Seattle and Kansas City. So Seattle loves to utilize their big men. I mean, look at this. Kristaps Porzingis down low, slamming it home. They got Andre Drummond. Porzingis again with the rebound. Like, you just can't stop him down low, guys. 74-72, so we are coming back a little bit. Julius Randle was hurt for a little bit, so it's kind of nice to see that he's back and healthy. Dishing passes to Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade hitting it. 98-97, so we come back, but you got to play a little bit better on defense there, Bamba. We need some more rebounds out of you. Kristaps gets the rebound here. Close game, really close game. 99-98. Stevenson down low on Josh Richardson. Richardson has some defensive chops, so I'm pretty disappointed that he couldn't make a play there on Lance Stevenson. But we do get a stop here on our defensive side, and then Randall with the, wow, that's a really nice bucket. He gets the green here. Here's Kristaps for 2 off the backboard. No good, but Drummond tries to get it a tip in, but he's not going to convert either. Now, Seattle has a chance to stop us here, but Bamba with the dunk. Yeah, baby, let's go. 104 to 101. Nice job by Bamba. Could have been could have been an over and back, but his foot must have been hugging that line as soon as he received it. So, hey, we got a 104 to 102 game here. Here is Donovan Mitchell down low. He misses, but he gets his own rebound, and then they got a foul here because of the clock. The time on the clock here is 6.6 to go, and he's going to hit both of his free throws, guys. We go up by 4 points. A lot can happen in 6.6. Seattle with no timeouts, and they're just going to have to fire up a three, and time is going to expire, guys, no matter what happens here. That's going to be a miss, so St. Louis gets a nice W on the road, a much-needed W to keep those playoff hopes alive, and I think that clinches it for us, guys. That really clinches it for us. I'm happy with the performance. It didn't look very good in the first half, that's for certain, but I really like the way that we cleaned up there in the second half. You guys can see it. We won the third, and we won the fourth. So I'm impressed. I liked our performance, especially in that second half. Clinched us another playoff spot. Back-to-back seasons, of course. So we built something out in St. Louis. Hopefully year 3 is the same production. But hopefully we can advance a little bit further here in this playoff, I hope. Hope we can make a nice little run. We did add a lot of pieces like Jaleel Okafor, Denzel Valentine. You know, you people that have fouled, you know what's going on. All right, enough about the arrows. Let's talk about this Eastern Conference matchup, which means a lot. We got Montreal, who currently is in 6th place in the Eastern Conference at 35 and 34. They need a win here, as we've talked about so many times. They need a win, just like everybody else needs a win. It's XBA, last game of the season. Like, it's tough. It's tough out here, man. But they need a W just to hang on to that playoff spot, because a lot of things have gone on in that Eastern Conference. But Philadelphia, let's talk for a moment about Philadelphia as we're nearing the end of the second quarter here with a 7-point lead for Montreal. Philadelphia, as we head into the playoffs, like, we know that Philly's probably going to be a playoff team. We're really watching this just for Montreal. But Philly is kind of sliding. They're sliding a little bit. Malik Jones is a really great player, but he might be up for rookie of the year. But he's really... whoa. Half-court shot. Okay, this is how you know. This is how you know that Philly's having a lot of tough luck, guys. Look at this. I mean, come on, man. If you're a Philly fan, you got to be really feeling that right now, man. You got to really be feeling that. Look at the score, guys. 59 to 53, 2-ball, dunk. 63 to 56. Here comes Thibault, slam it home. But Philly, I want to make this point. Philly is really reeling right now. They're pulling within 2, actually 3 now, 91 to 88. As we see Zach LaVine going to hit a 3-ball. Put them up 94 to 88. But this really sucks for Philly because they started off so hot all season long, and then that second half, it's got to be because they're relying on some of the younger guys like De'Aaron Fox and Malik Jones. Like, it's really tough for a young team to keep that level of production going for the entirety of the season. Now, when we look at a team like Montreal here, like Kevin Knox is pretty young. You know, you got Zach LaVine, who's been around the league for quite some time. Rudy Gobert, of course, is their big-time veteran, and then they acquired Gary Harris. Like, this is going to be a tough team in the playoffs, guys. Unfortunately, here for Philly, they're going to get a loss. They've made the playoffs, but Montreal scoring 109 on a pretty good team in Philly. I think Philly's just wearing out. I think they're getting a little exhausted. That's going to be my little hot take here about the Philadelphia Bruisers. But they gave up 40 points in the fourth quarter. Nothing, if you take away anything else from what I mentioned here, it's they gave up 40 points in the fourth quarter. You talk about a team that's just gassed. Like, they gave everything that they had to keep it close with Montreal. But when you give up 40 points in the fourth quarter, that tells me that you lost a lot of stamina. You lost a lot of mojo. So I don't really like Philly in the playoffs. I really don't. We'll see how they do, but they're definitely not going to be my pick to advance any further than the quarterfinals for the Eastern Conference. All right, let's get into this matchup here because this one's very important. Phoenix has nothing to gain here in this game. We're basically just watching this for Las Vegas. So we know the situation for Vegas. In the Western Conference, they have to get a W. There's one game left, guys. They have to get a win. And Houston doesn't have any more games left to go. They're in 8th place. If the Jacks can get a W here, they're in. They will have eliminated Houston. But you got to get the job done. And when you're down by 16 to a Phoenix team that's not going to be in the playoff mix, you got Brown Jr. hitting 3 in the corner. They're going to be kind of not clutching up here, guys. And hopefully ASP can kind of bring that clutch gene over to this roster, because they're definitely in need of it. But he's not even on the court right now. Here's Jokic going down low for 2. It's 45-34 at the half. So 11-point lead. Again, crazier things have happened, but hitting 50% is Phoenix. They're just not playing good defense. And here's a nice dunk by Dennis Smith Jr. And we got a 3-ball. Gonna put them up by 15. We'll come back. They will come back. Vegas hitting a 3. 58-63. Vegas with a steal. And working down low, they get the green there. All right, so they pulled within 5, 65-60. But again, more porous defense by the Jacks. That's Chris Middleton with the dunk. Booker for 2 picks up the foul. Fourth quarter, minute 28. Jokic. Oh no, a 3-second violation. You can't do that. Vegas is just screwing up, guys. Here's a off-balance shot, a fadeaway, down by 10. ASP with some pretty good defense. They're going to get a second opportunity here to get more points if they can kind of hustle it up a little bit. Jokic going to drive down low. Going to pick up the foul. He's going to hit 1. He's going to hit the second. They're down by 8 with 32.9 left to go. If you're a Vegas Jacks fan, if you're a primary Vegas Jacks fan, you're reeling right now. You want this. You're just pumped up, right? Here's Jokic passing the corner to Ginobili for a 3. He misses. Snell for 3. He's going to hit. He will hit. Okay, so you're down 5. That's a 3 and a 2. Well, you definitely do have to foul. You have 1 timeout left to go. Going to hit. That's JJ Barea. He's going to hit the first. And he's going to miss the second. Call that timeout. Okay, so you've wasted the 1 timeout. So you've got to get a 3-ball. Here is Smith Jr. for 3. That's a miss. Kick it back out. Got to fire up another one, guys. You got 5 seconds to go. Smith is going to hit it. He's going to hit. Okay, 81-78. You got to hope for some misses here. Devin Booker with the basketball. He will miss. He will miss. You got to hope for a miss from the second, but he doesn't, guys. That's good. Unless you get fouled here and you make a 3, and they're not even going to pressure the shot. Vegas is going to fall, guys. Vegas is going to fall to a Phoenix Monster team that was not going to make the playoffs. They're on the verge of relocation as well for missing the playoffs in 2 straight years. And so are the Jacks. So how things just shake out, man. How things just shake out. So unfortunately for the Jacks, they had 1 more game to win it, and they couldn't do it. And that is going to be it for the regular season, guys. It's done. It's over. And there are your award winners. Malik Jones is going to win the Rookie of the Year. You got Brandon Clark as the 6th man. Luka Doncic with that first place Kansas City Stampede team winning the MVP. And then the Defensive Player of the Year is going to go to Anthony Davis. RJ Hampton for the New York Neon going to win Most Improved. Stephen Livingston, Coach of the Year. And sue me, I don't know who Stephen Livingston is actually coaching. I didn't even see that. So, hey, this is what it's like to be a content creator. You just got to go. You just got to go with it. As it's going on the screen, you just got to go with it. All rookie first team. Jedre Sobchak, Marcus Bryant, Apollo St. Patrick, Zagarach, Malik Jones. Are these names any surprise to you guys? Lloyd Rosato, actually the forward for this all-rookie second team. And Colo, I didn't see Damian Dillard's name in there. That was unfortunate. Artem Kozlov, I think that's just a product of the fact that just the teams that they're on, just not enough playing time. I think that's just where that comes from. So, guys, there is your playoff matchups. So the St. Louis Arrows moved to 5th. They're going to take on the Denver Summit. Kansas City against Houston. San Diego against Seattle. San Jose against California. So California got in with the 7th seed. The 8th seed does go to Houston because the Jacks couldn't get the W. Going to the Eastern Conference, we got Wisconsin finishing in 1st. Philly moves all the way down to 8th. Miami jumps all the way to 5th, guys. Miami jumps all the way to 5th, and if you can make out the blurriness there, you've already seen it, the matchups here, but we got Jacksonville against Boston. We got Montreal against Pittsburgh. It's going to be a pretty wild ride here in the XBA playoffs for year number 2. So, guys, for this, I would like to actually open up another contest. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to ask you from this field who is going to be your XBA champion. So if you get the correct XBA champion, you will earn yourself a prospect. So I'm not going to do it where it's like a matchup by matchup, like a bracket style thing like we do for March Mayhem. I'm literally just asking you guys who is going to be your XBA champion for year number 2. I don't want the finals. You can include the finals if you want to, but I would just like to know who your finals champion is going to be. And just looking at the records, so you guys kind of know like who did what from a standpoint of home and road or points per game, points allowed per game, so you guys kind of make informed picks, informed decisions. There's your standings up on the screen while I'm talking about this. It will be a Google form, so make sure you're checking out the Premier Chat. I've linked it in the Premier Chat here for you guys as well. And the pinned comment as well, description, check those out as well. And pick your team, pick who you think is going to win it. Unfortunately, look at that, 5 losses in a row for Las Vegas. So teams that are kind of on that relocation docket. You got Dallas, you got SoCal, you got Las Vegas, you got Phoenix. Ugh. It's tough, man. It's tough. What do? You got New Orleans here, too. They've lost 2 in a row. LA could be a team that you'd want to relocate. El Paso. They really got hurt with DeAndre Ayton being hurt again. That's really what sucked. What sucked for them. Nashville did not have a good season for whatever reason. I think moving from the Eastern Conference to the Western Conference kind of hurt them. I don't think that they stacked up too well against that type of competition. So their strategy was sell all of their assets at the trade day and really just move on from the older pieces and get a little bit younger. We'll look to see who they're going to draft in the XBA year number 2 draft. Looking at the Eastern Conference, teams that are up for relocation would be Carolina, the New York City Slickers, the Atlanta Olympians, the Washington Founders. It's really the same cast of characters that you would have seen in year number 1. BC Chicago, that sucks for them that they didn't make it as well, but man, oh man, just a lot of pretty decent teams. I mean, we can see their records here. I mean, they're not terrible. They're not terrible. Like Carolina should be a little bit better. I think they need like one more piece. They need one more piece. Columbus Basket Hounds would be up for relocation. Unfortunately, they came within just, I think, at least a game and a half back from making the playoffs. It sucks for them. Baltimore, man, so close out there in the Eastern Conference, guys, so close. Taking a look at the league leaders. So final regular season games are done. They're over. They're all over. Let's take a look at who did what all season long. Kevin Durant, 7th in points per game. Kristaps, James Harden, Devin Booker. Just some familiar names, right? Familiar names. Nothing too crazy, nothing too out of the ordinary. I'm really looking for some rookies. Like, that's what I wanted to see. I really wanted to see some rookies that kind of found themselves in with big company, but that didn't look like that really happened this season. So I know some guys had some good years. Zagarach had some good games, a good season. Marcus Bryant had a good season as well for the Supernovas with rebounds per game. This is just, again, sorting the team stats for you guys to make your picks and who your finals team is going to be. Who you think is going to win the whole dang thing. This is what I wanted to see, the rookie report. So we got Malik Jones, 18.4 points per game. Apollo St. Patrick, 12.8. So that's nice that he had a double-digit average. Raheem Savage, almost there, 9.8. He was 9.8. But there, PJ Washington, Thibault, we got to change that. Kendrick Nunn, that's just a 2K glitch there. Sylvester Forbes, everybody loves Sylvester Forbes. It's kind of nice to see that he was getting some action there for the jump. But Stanislav Floka, like, that's an interesting stat line for him. 4.7 points per game, plus he chipped in a good rebound per game stat line. That's pretty nice to see. Wally Kane, Maximilian St. Paul, like some pretty good names up there, guys. Omar Jaconde is the big guy, the meme. He's like a meme player. Mike Paxson down there, you can see that didn't get a whole lot of run, didn't get a whole lot of action, but Artem Kozlov, that shooting percentage is not good. He's going to have to work on that. Man, I don't know how you rely on a guy like that in the playoffs, but we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening with Artem Kozlov. Maybe he's more of like a tournament guy. You know, maybe he's more like a playoff setting guy. Like he performs better under pressure. So we'll see Miami in the playoffs. And again, guys, what we're going to do for playoffs is, I've reiterated this many times, but I'll tell you guys right now, we're going to do it just like we did in year number 1. We're going to play one, sim one, and then if there's an we're going to keep with that type of format. And then if there's an elimination game, we're going to be showing every single elimination game. So that way you guys can see the finale if someone gets eliminated, right? So that's going to be it for tonight's episode, guys. Leave a like if you like this thing. Again, link in the description and the pinned comment below, as well as the premiere chat for the XBA Finals contest. And I will update the standings as well for the weekly regular season contest to see if you guys ended up winning a prospect for year number 3. So guys, that's going to be it. Hopefully your teams made it. Sorry about your teams that didn't. I know it sucks. And, you know, if your team is one of those teams that's going to be up for relocation, don't worry too much about it, because we have a lot of cool things in place and in plan for the relocation teams. So I know, it sucks, but that's the thing about the XBA, right? It's all up for grabs. Even teams and locations, even new teams and locations are up for grabs. I'll see you guys in the next one. Leave a like if you like this thing. As always, peace.